it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the Emersongear side pull mag pouch, which is a replica of the Crye Precision side pull mag pouch. They are almost the exact same, at least from what I can tell. I was originally going to get the Crye Precision, however I didn't have the time to wait on Crye shipping, as if you've ever tried to order anything from Crye, you know it's probably several months at the minimum. So I saw this on Amazon and it was official multi-cam, so I figured I'll try this out, see if I at least like the design and the use of it, and if I do and this falls apart, then I could buy the Crye. And satisfied to say, I really liked it and it's held up pretty darn strong, so haven't bought the Crye yet. If this thing ever starts to fail, then I'll get the Crye. So I'll go into a brief overview of the pouch itself, then tell you about its use case, and finally wrap up with a price comparison. So starting out, at the top here you have your Velcro feel. This mounts just like a dangler pouch into the plate bag itself, not the front Velcro. I guess it could, however it's designed to go on the 6 o'clock of your plate carrier, but you could mount it on the front of your chest rig if you needed 2 mags up there. I put some covers here just to prevent the hook from digging into the sides of my JPC, as it's wider than the Velcro on the JPC. So just cover that up so it's not fraying out my JPC. Very easy. Had these laying around from pouches I've got over the years. On the back here, to mount the shock cord, they have 6 columns of MOLLE, but this will be facing your body, so I wouldn't recommend mounting anything on here. Like, you could mount a tourniquet, but that tourniquet will be riding directly against your body, so it'll dig in over time and won't be very comfortable. And you have your Emersongear tag. On the front face of it, you have your 2 pockets sewed in the middle, so they aren't one pocket, they're separated. On the sides of these, you have elastic band providing retention. This just makes it so your magazines are less likely to fall out if the shock cord is not covering them, which is a nice feature. It does make it a little harder to re-index the magazines, which I'll touch on in a little bit. Going in, you have your pull tab here, just a standard pull tab, not much to write home about. And it's the same on either side, just mirrored. And it holds 2 M4 mags total. These are not double stack. They are pretty purpose built just for a single M4 mag, so you can't fit a whole lot in here. Now I'll talk about my use case for this. I wanted to be able to carry 2 more magazines on my kit, just because I need to carry 6 plus 1. So this allows me to carry 5 on my JPC, and then 1 on my belt, and then 1 in the gun, providing the 7. And this mounts in a very nice spot, as it's not taking up any cummerbund real estate, not creating any more bulk out there, preventing you from getting to, say, your pistol or anything on your belt, because I'm a pretty big fan of belt kit, so I don't want anything interfering with the draws for my belt. So this mounts to 6 o'clock, and it's very nice for prone shooting. If you're doing any reload in the prone, this will definitely come in handy, as you won't have to twist and turn to pull out those magazines on the front of your kit. It will be directly behind you, very natural for shooting in the prone. And even standing up, at least the one on the right side, or left side I mean, your support side, will be very easy to reach from standing still, or just standing, and easy to reload, especially if you train, which, just like anything, the more you train with it, the more proficient you'll be. That being said, 1 magazine will be on your dominant side, which can be a little tricky. What I'd recommend doing is, once you've expended, say, your speed reload on your belt, and there's a quell, you can drop your rifle to sling, grab that magazine from the right pocket, and restow it in your speed reload, or vice versa if you're left-handed. This pouch is fully ambi, which is nice. That's really all I have to say about it. Is it's great for prone shooting. It's great to just plus up on ammo. With no mags in here, you don't even really notice it. With magazines in here, it will kind of flop around, but it doesn't really bother me. The one place this does bother me though is in a vehicle. If you're sitting in a vehicle, these magazines will dig into your back. It's not like the Roll 1 where it actually helps you. These magazines will dig into you. So if you're doing a lot of vehicle work, I probably wouldn't recommend this pouch. Or you can run it on your back empty, and then when you get out of the vehicle, you could throw magazines in there. However, it is pretty challenging to reinsert magazines. Speaking of magazines, now I'll just show you what it looks like with ammo in here. Just got some airsoft magazines on hand right now. So you could throw your 2 mags in here. I run both of mine facing down. However, just for the sake of demonstrating, you can have them up or down just like this. And if you could see there, I was kind of struggling to even reinsert these not on the kit. When you're wearing the kit, it's virtually impossible to reinsert these when you're wearing your plate carrier. So just keep that in mind. You won't be able to reinsert unless you throw some insert, like a STAC Kiwi in here. Your PMags will also fit in here. Pretty much any 5.56 magazine. If it's a really long one, you can loosen the shock cord just so it fits a little better, but you can throw a PMag. This one even has a pull on it. One last thing is a cat tourniquet. You can throw a couple cats in here if you needed to. Just like that, and then have a readily available cat tourniquet. Not sure if I'd ever do that, but just kind of showing items that'll fit in here. Other than that, not a whole lot this can do, but it's really great at doing what it was intended to do. When it comes to the price, the Emersongear retails for $25.99 on Amazon, free shipping, and the Crye is $49 on their website, plus whatever shipping and handling fees. So with all that in account, the Emersongear is probably about half the price, and it's pretty darn well made. Had this for about a month and a half, 2 months now. Held up pretty darn strong. It does ride in a spot that's not going to take a lot of brunt or attention, so it probably won't wear out as fast as, say, the pouches on the front of your plate carrier. So this will probably have a longer life than some other pouches. It's a pretty darn good pouch. I don't have much else to say. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and as always, have a great rest of your day.